Hello, my name is Joshua Johnson. The dataset that I chose to use for Project 1 is the F1 dataset. It contains lap times, results, drivers, constructors, all kinds of neat data that F1 has collected since about 1980 up till 2009. The dataset does have a lot of holes in it, so bear with me. For example, there was a race that happened at Barcelona in 2009. The drivers are there and the results are there, but the lap times are not. So I couldn't use that part of the data. Whenever the API that I created does request that data, the server just crashes. So we won't test any of the races without data in this case. So to get started, this is my page. I'll go ahead and refresh it to kind of show you what is going on. So we have Barcelona in 2007. The variables that you use to select a race are up, down on the keyboard and left and right. Up and down will decrease or increase the year, and then left and right will use the next track or another track. So we'll go to Istanbul Park. So as you can see, it first starts off by drawing the axes, and it will actually scale the axes data to whatever data you have or that race has. So the minimum here is 88,000, the maximum is about 112,000 or 112,000. If we go to Barcelona, that axis looks a little bit different since the times are a little bit different for that specific circuit. So going back to Istanbul Park, the second thing you might notice is that it plots it in order of position. So we have the top three performers in this race here. As we saw them pop in, it was blue, this like beige color, and this really ugly green. Um, Basically, that just means that in order of their appearance, these are the top three finishers. Other than that, we also have laps at the bottom, and our other variable drivers, we can add or remove any driver we want. So let's go ahead and add driver 9 to this. Alright, cool. I don't know where driver 9 finished on this race, but the lap times are significantly higher than the top 3 performers. So I'm gonna guess they didn't finish in maybe even the top 5. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. The actual graph does have data points, does have a lot more data to go along with it, but I couldn't get it to render using D3. So like, one of the things I want to do was after you hover over one of these dots, it will show you the lap number, lap time, not in milliseconds, but in actual minutes, seconds, and then milliseconds. And I wanted to show the driver's name next to their color. And also on this driver's dropdown, these are actually all IDs of the drivers. Also have an API that I created to get the drivers' names, but it wasn't working well. So instead of debugging that and focusing on that, I just focus on the visualization itself. This part of it works just fine. You can add drivers and remove them whenever you want. So what was that, driver 9 that we added earlier? We can remove that and their data is gone now. So if you want to compare two different drivers, you can. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you liked my project.